Greetings, family. It's Empress D here in a wonderful nature spot. This is new for me. The spot that I'm in today is completely new. I've just been sitting in one spot taking it in, but there's so much to explore here, family. So here will be another one of my nature spots. I'm sure I'll grow to love this spot as I do so many others. Okay, so I hope everybody's well. I do. This is an important time to be taking care of yourself and evolving and growing and really learning to listen to that inner voice and really learning yourself and knowing yourself and what makes you tick. This is the time, family. So I hope everybody's doing that. Today I wanted to speak specifically on what's happening on the planet, and I've had a rough few days, family. A lot of contemplating. I've been well, but just my mind is saturated. Is saturated, and I say, and I don't know if that's the right word, but my mind is constantly flooded with what's happening right now on the planet, with the realities of what is happening on the planet. Okay, everything is getting really real. It's been 17 months of speculating and reading plans and seeing what's been done, and it's really real. Now I know that about 16-17 months ago it was predicted that exactly this is going to happen, and family, it's happening. And when I say it, I mean the division of societies based on point of view. And point of view essentially determines whether one participates in experimental so-called inoculations or not, right? I'm just flabbergasted at where we're at, because I think that right now everything, and I don't know that it's only right now. I think for the last age everything has been inverted, where bad seems good and good seems bad. Okay, and let me get specific. Right now, where I live, the national statistics are that almost 82% of the eligible population has had at least one dose of an experimental inoculation. Okay, and that means that only, I guess, just under 18% have not, right? So the overwhelming majority have taken an experimental inoculation, which is like, hey, everybody is here on the planet to make decisions for themselves and to rule their own lives. So if one chooses to take the experimental inoculation, then that's their choice. And I have no judgment either way. I really don't, right? But for me, what is weird is that if someone chooses so let's back up. Let me be specific as to what has been weighing on my mind. Right now, many cities internationally are making it policy that if you have not had the experimental inoculation, you will not be able to patron businesses. Okay? Many countries have said you're not going to be able to gain government documents or renew, certain identifications. So a lot of countries around the globe are adopting this policy, right? you, 17 months ago, people were predicting this, and it's here. It's here. So the so-called conspiracy theorists were predicting this, right? And it's here. We have to be wondering what's happening, okay? Now, my whole contemplation is that right now, those who have decided not to take an experimental inoculation are being segregated from society, segregated in participating in regular day-to-day activities in society. They're being called crazy and selfish and conspiracy theorists. And they're being vilified. Okay? Now, for me, it's kind of ludicrous that this is what it is. To me, this is an inversion of reality. Because I'm going to break it down like this. Okay? Let's go through the whole past 17 months. Okay, so in roughly March of 2020, it was announced that there was a global pandemic. So, excuse me, by some strange reason, the whole entire globe was infected roughly at the same time with a virus, okay, with this unknown deadly virus, right? And of course everybody was in a panic, right? So we everybody locked down, the whole world locked down, right? After a time, a lot of medical personnel were saying, hey, you know, it's really, guys, this virus is really not that bad. It's not worse than a bad flu. And what happened next was those medical personnel who were expressing what they were seeing were censored, okay? Also had their colleges threaten their license, okay? Threaten taking away their license, okay? That was very early on, okay? And so that's really strange to me, family. That's really strange. Let's keep going. You know, we are reporting all these deaths. People are dropping like flies from this virus, and so many cases, and it's spreading like wildfire. That's happened, right? That was happening. And then, you know, a few months into this pandemic, there's lots of doctors around the globe saying, hey, guys, there's a treatment. There's a treatment. You know, hey, I've been using this, that, and the other on my patients when we've been having great success. Again, those medical personnel were vilified, threatened with their licenses being revoked and censored. Okay? Still, I guess there is no treatment, but we there were treatments, because as I said, medical personnel were having success treating with certain readily available, well tolerated pharmaceuticals that have been around for a long time. So there was treatment, and they were, you know, people were getting good response, but those that again was censored and blocked. Okay, so let's fast forward a few months later now. So we're getting towards the end of 2020, and guess what? There's a vaccine. It hasn't been really tested properly. We don't know what's going to happen when we take it, but it's a vaccine. It's here. And this is our only hope, right? Because people are dropping like flies, okay? I'm sorry. During this whole time, there's so many credible professionals that are saying, no, 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 guys, it's not this, or no, 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 guys, it's not that, it's not that bad. It's these figures and what they're saying in the media isn't accurate. No, 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 guys, it's more so like this. But all of those voices are not allowed to be heard. So the only narrative that the majority of people get is the one that we hear, that this virus is so bad, people are dying, there's no cure. Okay, so people are in a frenzy and in a panic. And so when they come with this experimental vaccine, people are at the point where they don't care. They just want to take it to make everything better. Now, those of us that have seen this play out and whatnot, those of us who say to ourselves, you know what? Yeah, I see everything that's happening, but for me, when I look at the figures where 99.6% of people who contract this virus under the age of 70, okay, will survive. So that's 99.6% of people. There's only a 0.4% chance of passing away if you're under the age of 70. Over the age of 70, the percentage goes up a bit. You have a 95% chance of surviving, 5% chance of dying over the age of 70. But still really good chances of surviving, right? And yes, they say that there may be long COVID and this and that, but guess what? We have to take care of our bodies, right? We have to eat right, we have to exercise so that our immune system, we have to get out in nature and get sunlight so that our immune systems can function properly, right? So if we do that, if we adapt positive, healthy lifestyle measures, and we trust our immune system, we have a good, and we're under the age of 70, we're pretty good, right? Even if we're over the age of 70, you have a pretty good chance because you take care of yourself. So for me, that's my point of view. I take care of myself. I exercise, and I know that's a lot of people out there, right? And I think it's very strange to me that people who are choosing to trust their immune system versus trusting an experimental inoculation, I don't know. Why are they considered the weird and crazy ones? Why are people who are choosing to trust their immune system versus trusting an unknown substance viewed as the crazy ones? And those that are saying, you know what? I don't know, I just rather just take this unknown substance. I'd rather take that over trusting my immune system. Those people are viewed as the sane ones. And this is where I come with the narrative, family, that everything is inverted. Like, I don't know. And I'm just I hope that people are thinking about this, like logically. Logically, I feel like in any other scenario, most people would say, you know what? I think I'm going to take my chances with my immune system versus this untested, unknown thing. But for some reason, family, and it's not some reason. It's by virtue of 24-hour a day, 7-day a week information about how deadly and scary this virus is and how many people are dying and how many cases. That's all that everybody hears every day if they turn on mainstream media, right? So that just encourages a lot of fear. And that fear has encouraged people to choose to take an experimental substance versus trusting their immune system. That's where we're at, family. And so I just think we have to really think about how we're looking at this, because to me, it's a really normal response to say, you know what, this is really risky and unknown. I think I'm going to sit this out. I think that's the normal response. I think it's a normal response. And I don't think that people that choose that response should be vilified. Not at all, right? And I think that's what's happening in society. And guess what? It was predicted. It was predicted 17 months ago. I could see it coming too, family. we have to really take stock at where we're at as a people, individually, and in terms of humanity, right? Family, take care of yourself, please, 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 please. Get to know yourself. Listen to that inner voice. Connect with nature. Because to me, what's happening, if you're not taking time to do that, you can be influenced in a way that is not going to serve you, okay? So that's what's up, okay, family? I really I really want to take the time to really express gratitude to those of you who actually take the time to watch my videos, okay? I'm trying to share with you, family. I'm trying to help us raise that vibration on the planet, right? Just making sure that people are reminded to connect with themselves. That's what I'm trying to do. So if you're listening, I'm hoping that it is for that purpose, because you're finding value in what I'm saying, and are getting a result, as a good result, right? Getting a good result due to actually listening. Anyway, I feel like I'm rambling, so I'm gonna stop. I really thank you for taking the time to listen to this message, and I love and I value each and every one of you, okay? One love.